Hello students, good morning and welcome to another video lecture of physics. Now in this video lecture, as we have discussed, that we are going to solve MCQs which are important for you for upcoming test, which is competitive test, right? So something around 12 MCQ we are going to solve in this video lecture from previous year's entrance exam, right? So the first one is, a car moving with a speed of 50 km per hour can be stopped by brakes after at least 6 meter. So if a car is moving with a speed of 50 km per hour, the stopping distance is 6 meter. So here the first MCQ is from JEE Main 2003, and this it is given that if initial speed of a car is 50 km per hour, then the stopping distance is 6 meter, right? Stopping distance 1. If the same car is moving at a speed of 100 km per hour, if the same car is moving with a speed of 100 km per hour, that is V02 is given as 100 km per hour, then the minimum stopping distance is, then we have to find stopping distance 2, right? Look, here we are going to take ratio, right? So if you will not convert unit, it will do. We know that, we have already solved this kind of MCQ. We know that stopping distance is directly proportional to square of initial velocity. So therefore stopping distance 2 over stopping distance 1 will be V02 over V01 whole square. Look, this is kilometer per hour, this is kilometer per hour. So if you take ratio, it will get cancel out. So therefore stopping distance 2 over stopping distance 1 is 6 is equal to 100 by 50 whole square. 50 2s are 2 2s are 4. So stopping distance 2 will be equal to 2 square is 4. 4 into 6 is 24. 6 4s are 24 meter. So the stopping distance will be 24 meter. Option C is correct in this case. Clear? Second one. An automobile traveling with a speed of 60 km per hour can brake to stop within a distance of 20 meter. Right? Same example. Second one. Automobile is traveling at a speed of V01 is given as 60 km per hour, can brake to stop within a distance of 20 meters. So stopping distance 1 is given as 20 meter. If the car is going twice as fast means V02 is twice of V01. So that is 60 into 2 is 120 km per hour. What will be its stopping distance? Look, if speed is double, then distance will become 4 times. We have already discussed this. Here you can see speed is double. Instead of 50, it is 100. So the answer is 4 times 2 square. This is actually 2 square is 4, right? So 6 into 4. So 4 times 6. So here it will be 4 times 20. So answer will be 80, right? Speed is double, then distance will become 4 times. Here you can see that speed is double, then distance will be 4 times. So 6 4s are 24. Your answer is 24. So here 20 into 4 will be 80 meter. You have to do yourself. Clear? This was asked in JEE Main 2000. JEE Main 2004. Clear? Third one. A particle has initial velocity 3i cap plus 4j cap. Initial velocity V0 is given as 3i cap plus 4j cap, and acceleration of 0.4. Acceleration is given as 0.4 I cap plus 0.3 j cap. Unit is not given. Its speed after 10 seconds will be, we have to find speed after 10 seconds. So first of all, we will find velocity from first equation of motion. From first equation of motion, V equal to V0 plus AT. Look, here V0 and A is given and T is also given. We want to find velocity. So obviously we can use first equation of motion. right? So V naught is 3 I cap plus 4j cap plus acceleration is 0.4 I cap plus 0.3 j cap into t is 10. So this will be equal to 3 I cap plus 4 j cap plus 0.4 into 10 is 4 I cap plus 0.3 into 10 is 3 j cap. Now we know that I cap we can add and j cap we can add. So 4 plus 3 7 I cap and 4 plus 3 7 j cap. Remember, this is the velocity. So therefore speed v will be equal to magnitude of velocity, that is equal to root of 7 square plus 7 square, x component square plus y component square. So you can directly write 2 times 7 square. So this is root of 2 into 7 square. 7 square will move out, so 7 root 2. Answer will be 7 root 2 unit. Option B is correct. 7 root 2 units. Option B is correct. Clear? Fourth one. A small block slides without friction down on an inclined plane starting from rest. A small block is sliding down an inclined plane. Starting from rest means initial velocity is 0. So in fourth one, initial speed or velocity is given as 0. Let Sn be the distance travel from t is equal to n minus 1 to t is equal to n. Then I think something is incorrect over here. Here Sn is the distance travel in nth second and Sn minus 1, Sn plus 1 is the distance travel in n plus 1th second. Then Sn upon Sn plus 1, we have to find the ratio of Sn upon Sn plus 1. Object is starting from rest, right? And the distance travel in nth second is Sn, and the distance travel in n plus 1th second is Sn plus 1. We have to find its ratio. Directly we can solve. We already know this, that the distance travel in nth second is equal to v0 plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Here v0 is 0 because it is starting from rest. So directly I am writing Sn will be equal to a by 2 into 2n minus 1, and Sn plus 1 will be equal to a by 2 into 2. Instead of n we will write n plus 1, right, minus 1, right. This is the formula. Look, for nth second we have taken n is equal to n, and for n plus 1th second we have to take n equal to n plus 1. Clear? So now Sn over Sn plus 1 will be equal to a by 2 into 2n minus 1 over a by 2 into, directly I am multiplying inside, 2n plus 2 minus 1. So a by 2 will get cancelled out. So therefore Sn over Sn plus 1 will be equal to 2n minus 1 over 2n plus 2 minus 1. Plus 2 minus 1 is plus 1. So 2n plus 1. Clear? This will be your answer. Option C is correct. And this question was asked in JEE Advanced 2004. This was asked in JEE Advanced 2004. Clear? So pause this video and copy this fast. Next is MCQ number 5. A body starts from rest at time t equal to 0. The acceleration time graph is shown in the figure. The maximum velocity attained by the body will be. So in fifth one, acceleration A is in meter per second square versus time t which is in second, and the graph is given like this, where this is 11 second and this is 10 meter per second square. We have to find the maximum velocity of the body. This was asked in JEE Advanced 2004. Now here we know that if you multiply acceleration into time, look, acceleration is velocity upon time, so acceleration into time will be velocity. Acceleration is velocity over time. So if you multiply t over here, so acceleration into time will be velocity, right? So it means that if we take area of this graph, it will give us velocity, right? So the area under line, let us write area of the given graph. The area of the given graph will give velocity, and remember that will be the maximum velocity because initial velocity is 0. So therefore area will be equal to velocity, and that is equal to area of triangle. So let us say OAB. So you can write velocity V is equal to area of triangle OAB. Now area of triangle is half into base OB into height is OA. So half into OB is 11 into A is 10. So 2 5s are 10, right? 11 into 5 is 55. So 55 meter per second will be the maximum velocity. Yes, option B is correct, 55 meter per second. Clear? Sixth one, in 1 second a particle goes from point A to point B moving in a semicircle of radius 1 meter as shown in figure. So here time is given as 1 second and radius is given as 1 meter. Particle is moving from point A to B. So here particle is moving from point A to point B following this path, right? And the radius of this path is given as 1 meter. This is the figure which is given. The magnitude of average velocity is JEE Advanced 1999. We have to find velocity. Quite simple one. We know that velocity is displacement of a body over time taken, and we have already discussed that for semicircular path displacement will be equal to diameter and distance will be equal to half of circumference, right? This is the distance traveled by the particle, while this will be the displacement, right, A to B. So you can see that it is nothing but diameter over time taken. So diameter is 2r over time is t. So 2 into radius is 1 and time is 1. So it will be 2 meter per second. Right. So average velocity, magnitude of average velocity will be 2 meter per second. Option B is correct. Magnitude of average velocity will be 2 meter per second, which is option B. Clear? Seventh one. An object moving with a speed of 6.25 meter per second. An object is moving with a speed of 6.25 meter per second. That is its initial speed. Is deaccelerated at the rate given by. So deacceleration, that is retardation, is dv by dt, and that is given as minus 2.5 root v. Negative sign indicates that it is retarded motion. So here what we are going to do, what will be dv by root v is equal to minus 2.5 dt. Just I have simplified this. So root v is actually v raised to half. So dv over v raised to half will be equal to minus 2.5 dt. Now root v is v raised to half. Take this in numerator. So directly I can write v raised to minus 1 by 2 dv is equal to 2.5 minus 2.5 dt. Clear? Where v is the instantaneous speed, the time taken by the object to come to rest would be, you have to find the time taken by this object to come to rest. So let us say this speed is at time t is equal to 0 and the final speed is 0, and for that what will be the time required? Let this be equation number 1. We have to find in time. So let us integrate this equation. Integrating above equation. Look, we have already discussed that if there is dt and you want t, then you have to integrate this thing, right? So if you integrate v raised to minus half dv will be equal to minus 2.5, which is a constant term integration of dt. At time t equal to 0, speed is 6.25, and at time t equal to t, the speed is 0. So from 6.25 to 0. Make sure you will not make mistake over here. It is given that initial speed is 6.25. At time t equal to 0, speed is 6.25. And at what time t, speed will become 0. Right. So here we are going to use integration formula. Whatever power is there, you have to add it by 1. So v raised to minus half plus 1 over minus half plus 1 divided by that power. Right. From 6.25 to 0 is equal to minus 2.5, and integration of dt is t from 0 to t. So v raised to minus half plus 1, 1 minus half is half. So v raised to half over half from 6.25 to 0 is minus 2.5 from t minus 0. Directly I can write t minus 0. So numerator, denominator of denominator will go into numerator. So this 2 will move up. So 2 into v raised to half from 6.25 to 0 will be equal to minus 2.5 t. So therefore 2 into upper limit is 0. So 0 raised to half minus lower limit is 6.25. So 6.25 raised to half will be equal to minus 2.5 t. So therefore 0 raised to half will be 0 only into minus 6.25 raised to half. 6.25 raised to half is actually root of 6.25, that is 2.5. So minus 2.5 is minus 2.5 t. So this minus 2.5 and minus 2.5 will get cancelled out. So t is equal to 2 seconds. So therefore t will be equal to 2 seconds. The object will come to rest in 2 seconds. Option is B. Again option B is correct. This question was asked in JEE Main 2011. This is from JEE Main 2011. Clear? Quite simple MCQs, right? The main thing is that your concept must be clear. Then you will find that this kind of MCQs are quite simple. So again, pause this video and copy this fast. Here something was cut, so let me rotate this. Okay, I think now you can see. Now the next MCQ is MCQ number 8. What will be the ratio of the distance moved by a freely falling body from rest in 4th and 5th second of its journey? Quite simple one, right? Many times we have solved a similar kind of MCQ. It is from AIPMT pre-medical test, All India pre-medical test 1989. Right. So you have to find the ratio of the distance traveled by the object in 4th second to the 5th second. For a freely falling body, so for a freely falling body, initial velocity is always 0. So directly I have told you how to remember this. This will be 2 into 4 minus 1 over 2 into 5 minus 1. So 2 4s are 8 minus 1 is 7. 2 5s are 10 minus 1 is 9. So answer will be 7 by 9. Option B is correct, right? Directly you have to solve. The same kind of MCQ was asked in AIPMT 1993. In that you have to find the distance traveled in 4th and 3rd second. Right? I am not solving it. What is the ratio of the distance covered by the object in 4th and 3rd second? Same question, 1993. All India pre-medical test 1993. This question was asked. So obviously 4th second is 2 into 4 minus 1 is 7, and 3rd second is 3 2s are 6 minus 1 is 5. Answer will be 7 by 5. Clear? 9th one. A car is moving along a straight road with a uniform acceleration. Acceleration is constant. It passes through 2 points P and Q separated by a distance with velocity 30 km per hour and 40 km per hour. So in ninth one, this is an extra. In ninth one, a car passes from 2 points P and Q separated by certain distance. Distance is not given. So let us say this distance is D. Now the speed of a car or the velocity of a car is 30 km per hour at point P. At point P the speed is given as 30 km per hour, and at point Q the speed is 40 km per hour. We have to find the velocity at the midpoint. Let us say this point is X. So midpoint means this distance will be D by 2 and this distance will also be D by 2. Right, so we have to find velocity at this point V. Acceleration is constant, so obviously we can use third equation of motion. So from third equation of motion, look, time is not given. Also, hint is given that acceleration is constant and no such information for time is given. So obviously if acceleration is constant, we can use third equation of motion and not the second and first one, because in first distance is not there and time is also unknown. In second one time is unknown obviously. So in third equation time is not there, right? So we can use third equation of motion. So from third equation of motion, let us say for path P to Q, for complete journey, right, from path P to Q, we have formula 2AD is equal to V velocity at P minus velocity at Q. So 2AD will be equal to P to Q. So final velocity is actually Q and initial velocity is P. From P to Q, so this is final and this is initial, right? So 40 square minus 30 square. So 4 4s are 16, 00, 3 3s are 9, 00. So 16 minus 9, 1600 minus 900. So that will be 700. Clear? 2AD is 700. Let this be equation number 1. Now you can take P to X or X to Q, whatever you want. So for path P to X, 2A. Now what is distance? D by 2. Right, this distance is D by 2. So 2A into D by 2 will be equal to velocity at X square minus velocity at P square. P to X, so this will be final and this is initial. If you take X to Q, then this will be final and this will be the initial one. So 2AD over 2 will be equal to V square minus 30 square. Right, now 2AD is 700. So 700 divided by 2 is equal to V square minus 300 square is 30 square is 900. Clear? So 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10, 350. So V square will be equal to 900 plus 350. So that is 9, 10, 11, 12, 1250. V square is 1250. So the answer will be, you have to simplify this. How we can solve this? Can I write this as 125? So 25 into 5 is 125 into 10. Right, 25 into 5 into 5 into 2. Instead of 10 I am writing 5 into 2. So 25 into 2 you can say 25 into 25 into 2. So V square will be 25 into 25 into 2. So therefore V will be equal to root of 25 square into 2, or if you want you can write 25 into 25 into 2. Now root of 25 is 5. Again root of 25 is 5 and root 2 will be root 2 only. So 5 5s are 25 root 2 meter per second. So answer is 25 root 2 meter per second. Look, this kind of MCQ you have to solve in this way because calculators are not allowed in entrance exam. In GUJSAT, of course, you can use calculator. But in JEE main, JEE advanced as well as for NEET, calculators are not allowed. So you should know how to convert this. So answer is 25 root 2. 25 root 2 is option C, kilometer per hour. This thing is kilometer, so this is kilometer per hour. Option C is correct. Clear? 10th one. A car covers the first half of the distance between two places at 40 km per hour and another half distance at 60 km per hour. The average speed of the car is. Right. This was also from AIPMT. MCQ9 is from AIPMT 1988. Right. And the 10th one is from AIPMT 1990. So here half of the distance is covered with a speed of 40 km per hour and the next half is covered with a speed of 60 km per hour. You have to find the average speed. Look, many MCQs similar to this we have solved. If object cover two equal distance with different speed, then the average speed will be given by 2v1 v2 over v1 plus v2. So 2 into 40 into 60 over 40 plus 60 is 100. So 0 0 0 0 will get cancelled out. 6 4s are 24. 24 into 2 is 48 km per hour. Clear? 48 km per hour. Option B is correct. Clear? Option B is correct. Still two more MCQs are left. So do one thing, pause this video and copy this fast. Now the next MCQ is MCQ number 11. A car moves a distance of 200 meters. The total distance covered by a car is given as 200 meters. It covers the first half of the distance at a speed of 40 km per hour. So first half of the distance at a speed of 40 km per hour. And the next half of the distance at a speed v. So v2 is given as v. The average speed is 48 km per hour. Average speed is given as 48 km per hour. The value of v is, this value we have to find. AIPMT All India Pre-Medical Test 1991. It is exactly similar to the MCQ which we have solved, the MCQ number 10 which we have solved, right? In that case v was given and this was 48 which we have calculated. Here this is given and we have to calculate v. So answer will be 60, right? Directly we can use formula. Average velocity is 2v1 v2 over v1 plus v2. This is 48 is equal to 2 into 40 into v over 40 plus v, right? So 4 10s are 40, 4 12s are 2, 6 are. So 6 is equal to 10v over 40 plus v. So cross multiply this. 6 into 40 plus v will be equal to 10v. 6 into 4 is 6 4s are 24. 240 plus 6v is equal to 10v. Take 6v on other side. So 240 will be equal to 10v minus 6v is 4v. So v will be equal to 240 by 4. 4 6 are 24 and 0 is there. So v will be equal to 60 km per hour. Clear? Exactly similar MCQ is MCQ number 10 which we have solved, right? Exactly similar to MCQ 10. In that this 60 was given and we have to calculate average velocity. In this average velocity was given and we have to find v2. Clear? 12th one. A bus traveling the first 1/3 distance at a speed of 10 km per hour. Now this is also similar to this one only. The first 1/3 distance, let us say d1 is equal to d and it travels with a speed of 10 km per hour. The next 1/3 distance, that is d2 is d with a speed of 20 kilometer per hour, and the last one third at 60 kilometer per hour. So let us say D3 is also D, and V3 is given as 60 kilometer per hour. The average speed of the bus is, this is also from AIPMT 1999, same, right? And we have to find the average speed. 3 equal distance traveled by a vehicle with different speed. So we do have direct formula, that is 3 by V will be equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3. We have solved this kind of MCQ. Remember, I have derived this formula, harmonic mean, right, and arithmetic mean. This is harmonic mean. So 3 by V will be equal to 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60, right? So LCM will be 60, 10 6 are 2 23 are and 61 are. So 3 by V. So 3 by V will be equal to 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10. 10 by 60, 0 0 will get cancelled out. 6 3 is 18. So V will be equal to 18 kilometer per hour. Clear? This is the direct formula which you can use. Or else what you can do is, do one thing, you can find T1. Suppose the total distance we have taken as 3D. Total distance we have taken as 3D. So first one third will be D, the next one third will be D, and the last one third will also be D. Here speed is V1, here speed is V2, and here speed is V3. So what you can do, you will find T1 over here, find T2 over here, and find T3 over here. So we know that velocity is distance upon time. V is equal to D by T. Speed is distance upon time. So time will be equal to distance upon speed. So T1 will be equal to V1, so D by V1. So D by 10. T2 will be equal to D by 20. And T3 will be equal to D by 60. Right? Just we have placed the value of V1, V2, V3 in this equation. Now average speed is total distance, that is 3D, upon total time taken is T1 plus T2 plus T3, right? So 3D over, what is T1? D by 10 plus D by 20 plus D by 30. So 3D, D common, 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by, here actually it is 60, right? 1 by 60. So DD will get cancelled out. So 3 over, LCM will be 60, 10 6 are, 2 23 are, and 6 1s are. So this will be equal to 3 into 60 over 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10. So 0 0 will get cancelled out, 6 3 is 18 kilometer per hour. Same answer you will get, right? Look, in physics, MCQs can be solved in more than one ways, right? There are many methods, many different methods using which you can solve a given MCQ. It is not like that you have a particular method only, right? Or you have to solve an MCQ in a particular way. But if you follow a particular method or a particular way, your calculation will become easier one, right? It will be little bit easy if you follow a particular method. Look, if you are knowing this formula, you can easily calculate this. Otherwise, in this case, you have to find T1, T2 and T3. Then you have to put the values in this equation and then you have to simplify, right? So it is not like that a given MCQ can be solved in one way only. There can be more than one way, that is 3 to 4 different ways to solve a given MCQ, right? It is possible that there are more than one method to solve a given MCQ. But what we are trying to do is, we will try to solve a MCQ with a particular method so that you will create an habit to solve that MCQ by particular method only, and that will make your calculation easy for your entrance exam. Clear? So today we are having 2 lectures. So in this lecture we have solved 12 MCQs. In next video lecture we are going to solve something around 12 to 13 MCQ, similar kind of MCQs, right? So what you have to do, take a break, solve all these MCQ, and then only watch my next video. Clear? Thank you.